And sorry I'm coming late. Been a very, very busy day, but I'm back for us to do what we need to do tonight, and that's talking about starting and managing export business. And today I'll be looking at part 4. I've been talking about different issues. You can consider them soft issues. You can consider them things that some people might not count very important as far as doing business is concerned and doing export business is concerned. And these are principles I've learned over the years, and I think it's very critical for us to be able to ensure that we do the export business correctly and reduce the error rate, and at the end of the day, make it a successful endeavor. So this evening, I'll continue from where I stopped in the morning. Remember, today we talked about credibility, character, competence, companion, and cash. And that the lowest expression of money when you are starting export business or any other business in general is cash. And that credibility is critical, which is consistency of result. Companion is critical, which is consistency of relationship. Competence is critical and essential, which is the consistency of performance. And then character is critical, which is consistency of conduct. This evening, I'll move on to talk about another important thing I think you should consider when you are trying to go into this business. Give room for unforeseen circumstances in your estimation. This is also a general principle for business, and I will talk about export in particular. In fact, because of the critical element of exchange rate that is subject to fluctuation, you should be very, 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 very conservative in your estimation. Such that, like for example, if I'm going to do a projection for an export project, even though I know I can sell by dollar at about 360, 362, 663, I might be using 350 or 355. Now, do you know what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to be very conservative. Why? The reason why I'm trying to be very conservative is because if I'm not conservative and I assume, oh, I'm making 30%, I'm making 40%, I'm even making 50%, and then I work based on that, by the time I start the project and all the other incidental cost comes in, and God help that at the time my fund is coming in, there is an issue that makes exchange rate to be affected, that projection that look very great, that look very nice, might become not profitable at the end of the day. That same projection that look very interesting, that look very great and very nice, might become not interesting again. What has changed? What has changed basically is the fact that price, the inflow, the eventual local currency inflow has been affected because of change in the exchange rate of USD or pounds or euros or renminbi to the local currency, which could be in Naira if it's Nigeria. What am I trying to say in essence? I'm trying to say that in trying to go into export business, be very, very mindful of too much optimism. You know, experience has taught me that people prefer lies than truth. People prefer lies than truth, such that when you tell them the truth about the situation, they won't believe. When you tell them lies, they tend to believe for one strange reason. For one strange reason. Not because the people want to believe a lie, but because they want to believe what they want to believe. So, people will go for training on export, and someone will tell them, if you come into export business, you can export bitter cola and you make 100%. Now, he will leave that training with that mindset. In the course of doing his own recession line, he will find 3 things. Then he shows up in the office. He's forgotten he learned that at a training session. He has not gone back to that person, or the person is nowhere to be found. Who has promised 100%? Who has used that as the basis, even in the newspaper advert, whatever advert you saw. He has promised 100%. At the end of the day, he's not able to deliver on that. But that person still have that mindset of 100% for bitter cola. And he's searching online on how to go about this, and he will find treatment because we have a lot of content online. So he will find treatment somehow. And then he will call, hey, please, I would like to come and see you. I say, okay, what do you want to talk about? Hey, I want to explore beta. I say, why do you want to talk about? Because I can make 100%. And he thinks if that business is really true, they can make 100%, everybody will not be inside it. I mean, let's be real. If someone is giving you an outrageous projection, don't believe it. Don't take that crap. Don't believe it. Don't believe it. If it is true and real, you will not find the opportunity. If it is true and real, you will not find it. Someone else will have taken advantage of it. So please don't believe that crap. Please don't believe that crap. Don't believe that crap. Don't believe that crap. Be very conservative. So even if you're going to make 100%, I won't project more than 30%. If that was real, if I'm going to make 50%, I'm probably looking at 30%. No matter what, I will never do, unless if the return is 30%, I will come back to 20%. I will work with the exchange rate to ensure I bring it down. So that in my mind, this is what I'm looking at. If eventually it's more, that's okay. I don't have any issue with that. But I want to be as conservative as possible. Why? Being conservative helps me. Being conservative helps me to be able to manage incidental costs that could come up. Lagos, Nigeria, a lot of things are very unpredictable. In the last 2 years, we've seen madness in Apapa because of truck issue. I think it's been solved now. Hopefully, we should be able to get out of that before the end of this quarter. You might find yourself paying double for logistics. Okay, I was to do a shipment this week, and I was going to go by air. Typically, in doing that shipment to the UK, our average cost per kilo is about 450. I got there. The guy has already collected the goods on Friday. It's supposed to go on Friday. On Saturday, I was getting a call that, they are going to use another airline, or not the one we normally use, because that one is not available. And it's going to be 550. That's 100 naira multiplied by the number of kg. So at the end of the day, it deep. More than 50% of profit gone on that transaction. Gone like that. But for conservative estimate, I don't know what will have happened, because being conservative estimate also make you to be shrewd in your expenses. It makes you to be shrewd, such that at the end of the day, in your expenses, you are going to be able to manage it effectively. Because in your mind, when you think you are making a loss, you might not really be making a loss. But in your mind, you already say you are making a loss. And in your projection, you already put it there, you are making a loss, which is very good for you. Very, very, very good for you. Why is it good for you? It's good for you because it gives an impression that, this is not very profitable. Eventually become profitable, great. But you don't go into the plan, in the program, with the mindset that you are going to make so much profit that at the end of the day, you are not able to make those profits that you actually plan or think you will make. And these are challenges that people face, serious challenges that people face in this business that I think is worthy to talk about. As I said, as much as possible, as you think about this business, as much as possible, give room for unforeseen circumstances in all your estimation. Give room for unforeseen circumstances in all your estimation. Don't be too optimistic, so that at the end of the day, if your projection does not work as planned, you do not get disappointed or get discouraged. You do not get disappointed or get discouraged. If your projection did not work as planned, that's okay. Why are you able to still go ahead? Because you were conservative in your estimation. Be very, very, very conservative in all your estimation. Now, let me talk about something else before I close this evening. Another I would like to talk about is have a good plan to market and sell your product. What is it that you want to sell? Who are those that buys? Which country buys? For every country you see online that buys, which of them really is less risky? Which of them really is less risky? Such that if you go for this one, you are going to reduce the chance of error. You are going to reduce the risk of not getting paid. So do a global analysis. How many people are interested in the product you want to export? How many countries? Okay, having identified the countries that are interested in the product you want to export, move on to the next level. The next level is, out of all these people interested in the product you want to export, which of them are you comfortable with? Based on stories you've heard, based on what you read online, based on risk assessment you've done. The country, the economic situation of the country, the political situation in the country, the social issues in the country, technological issue in the country. Check it very well. Language issue. Which of them are you comfortable with? Why are you comfortable with it? What is the payment situation like in that country? Do your research well enough. To do this research, you need materials. You might need to check CIA fact book, where you can get summary and detail of different countries, almost every part of the country, from agriculture in that country, to the economy of the country, to finance, different issue around the country, you'll find it in CIA fact book. Most of the information you need. If you want to know the size of the market in the country, you might need to check somewhere else, not CIA fact book. Maybe atlas.media.edu. Yes, atlas.media.mit.edu. I tried to check it. atlas.media.mit.edu. Maybe you have to check that. Maybe you have to check that. Maybe you have to check that. But the idea at the end of the day is just to ensure that in this transaction, you have been able to check all the likely risk and you are protecting yourself. In this transaction, you have been able to check all the likely risk and you are protecting yourself. And this is very important. This is very crucial. It's very important and crucial because what you don't want to find yourself doing at the end of the day, what you don't want to find yourself doing at the end of the day is to see the risk and walk into it. You don't want to see the risk and just walk into it. Assess the risk. Check out the country. Check out the risk of shipment to the country. Make effort to market and sell. Remember what marketing is all about. Marketing is a combination of activities that involve creation of value, capturing the value, communicating the value, and carrying the value to the destination, to the final location where the person that needs the value is. Creation, capturing, communication, and carrying the value to the destination. Product, pricing, promotion, place. This is often called the 4 P's of marketing. This is often called the 4 P's of marketing. So the marketing should include the product. Do the market want the product? How many people are interested in the product in the market? Product. Pricing. How much are they willing to pay? How much can they afford? In some market, you might be able to sell higher. In some other market, you might be able to come down with your price, depending on what they are willing to pay, depending on what they can afford in that particular market. Depending on what they are willing to pay and what they can afford in that market. So, what is the market you are targeting willing to pay? What is the market you are targeting willing to pay? Have you found that out? Have you investigated that? Or you just assume they will buy it at this price? Promotion, communication. You can decide to use there are so many options for you today, most of which are online. The offline might involve joining the Chamber of Commerce in the country you want to go to. The offline might involve getting a rep at destination you can work with. Might involve trade travels, going for trade shows. It may involve all that. To be able to reduce your error rate. But the online is also very potent. You know, I was talking to a lady last year over here. You know what this lady was doing? Lady said, she has not been actively marketing her product. She sells leather bag. So she just take pictures and put on her Instagram page, and she will get orders. People will ask for it. She said, Dele, I want to set up a website, put these pictures of this bag, and then begin to actively engage people who are interested. Now, I learned a big lesson from that. If this lady has not even thought of exporting this product, all she's been doing basically is to just passively sell, putting the picture online, passively, and it's getting ordered. And that's a very interesting way of testing out your product. You know, the beauty today of technology and social media is that I can target market. I can target markets, different countries, different locality, different set of people with different category around the world. I can easily target market. That is so critical. That's so important. That is so critical. That's not cheap. Many people are able to make a fortune with those opportunities on social media. Being able to target market, reach out to people. You cannot joke with the value of that opportunity. You can't joke with the value. Now, beside the other offline and now the social media, you can then decide to go for trade portals. Alibaba.com, tradekey.com, go for workbusiness.com, Trade India, Trade China, AliExpress, Global Buyers Online. I use Global Buyers Online. Every day I get mail from Global Buyers Online. So I'm using trade portals. These are channels for marketing, for getting prospective buyer to buy your products. These are channels for marketing, and they are channels for getting prospective buyer to buy your product. These are channels for marketing, and they are channels for getting prospective buyer to show interest in your product, to buy that product. Very, very important channel of marketing. Like I said, the channel for prospective buyer to show interest in your product. The channel for prospective buyer to show interest in your product. Some of them are free, some of them you have to pay for it. Whatever the case is, do your marketing very well. Remember what I said? That you must have a very solid plan to market and sell your product. Have a good plan to market and sell your product. Don't be groping in the dark. People are out there that need your product. Make conscious and deliberate effort to reach out. Make conscious and deliberate effort to reach out. Make conscious and deliberate effort to reach out for people to be able to know you have this product. Target market. Put your product online. pay. Now, when you are going on Trade Portal, don't make the mistake of registering as a free member. If you're a free member, it's either you don't have access to phone number or email or contact of people, or you'll be seeing the message 2-3 weeks after they posted it. Within a day of posting, the people that need those people would have contacted them. So by the time you're contacting them, the people that will get the job have contacted them already. So that means you are coming late. So I'll continue tomorrow morning again and still discussing key success factors in starting export business. We're talking about the starting and managing export business. Thank you very much for listening. My name is Diploma. This Import Export platform, Facebook Live from Trade University Academy. See you tomorrow morning by 8 a.m. as usual, and bye for now.